Hello, 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 and welcome to this week's episode of Ink of Fate. I am your Dungeon Master, KJ Potoff, and a guy named Milton has been with us this entire time. Let's meet our beautiful cast of characters. Start by saying hi to Elizabeth. Tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I play Ada, the Tuss wizard slash cleric that we're slowly learning isn't fully a wizard, which is fun.
Yes. Devil?
Hi, I'm Devil, and wait, literally a devil now. I'm
Yes.
playing Northra, the tiefling ranger that would definitely burn herself trying to make food.
Heck yeah. Joanna?
Hello, I am Odrum, the extremely currently bewildered wicker barbarian.
Don't forget reluctant.
At this point, I don't know. I feel like we're losing the reluctance.
The enthusiasm is
Or growth.
gaining inertia.
It's true.
Nick?
Hi, I am Nick, and I play Call the Grim Marauder Fighter.
And Jay. Jay, what you got for us?
Oh, the pressure is high tonight. Okay. Hi, I play Hap, the Squirrel Beastborn Warlock. The squirrel fact for today is just me being unobservant or not thinking, because it took me way too long to realize that squirrels only have 4 fingers, but 5 toes. So there you go. Just please take away all pinkies from any images you have of me. They're gone now. I only
Done.
have 4 fingers.
Done. Instantaneous transition made in my brain as of right this moment.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Keep the 5 toes though. They're all beautiful.
Yes.
Just chop off
We
the
are
pinky,
glad
that's
to be
fine.
back.
Just pop it off.
Glad to be back after all the nonsense of hurricane shenanigans. A couple of us are in Central Florida, and it was sucky, but not as bad as it could have been. So definitely glad to be back to normal now. Let's talk about Ink of Fate, the campaign setting, where we're at, what is this all about. Ink of Fate is based on the Arcanum Worlds module, Raiders of the Serpent Sea, in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, though we will be slowly incorporating the 2024 rules into what we're doing. It is set in the cold, unforgiving lands called Grimnir. Grimnir is inspired by Norse and Viking mythology, though not necessarily historically accurate to those myths and traditions. Every player character is part of some type of raiding clan that all compete and invade each other for honor and glory and an opportunity to ascend to the halls of the slain. Everyone worships the 8 gods of the Stone Court, which are the heroes that brought everybody to this world of Grimnir and founded it from the Lost Lands that they escaped from. There was a whole Exodus thing. There's lore, there's origins and history there that we don't often go into, but it's there. Let's see. Grimnir is entering its 3rd straight year of winter due to unknown causes. I won't say unforeseen, but definitely unknown causes. And everybody, when they come of age in this culture, gains runic tattoos related to their fate that get placed usually on their wrist or somewhere else on their body. They accumulate these tattoos throughout their lives as they get more guidance and prophetic inspiration that guides them towards their fate and their destiny. So let's get right into it. We had a very spooky session, very appropriate for October last week. And we get to enjoy the aftermath of that this week. So let's talk about it. We started last session in the heat of battle in King Senric's throne room. King Senric, as we all know, is a major douche. Kept a woman captive, claiming she was a Valkyrie. Who knows? I don't know. Could she? I don't know. Who could possibly say?
You could.
Who could possibly say? The heroes were struggling in their battle against King Senric and his elite snow cloaks. Not for no reason. There was a lot of hit points and a lot of legendary actions. So even with the help of the woman that they helped escape, whose name they learned was Skuld, they still ended up needing the help of the mysterious voice in Ada's ear, promising them safety if they all clustered together. They did so. Something went awry somewhere in there. It appears they were teleported away from that particular danger, but not necessarily away from danger altogether. They ended up in a super spooky cabin in the woods that had all sorts of goodies in it. I feel like I don't even have the right music on for this, but
I know,
like,
this one should be spooky ooky, I think.
yeah.
No, heist music,
Which is-
obviously. And here is our loot. From-
Let's do this one. There we go. Now I can talk about the spooky house.
It's got a
So
little blood on me, it's fine.
there we go. Now we feel spooky. Music is everything. So you found lots of oddities about the house. One of the main oddities of it was certain things you could interact with and touch, certain things you couldn't. Sometimes your hand passed through them, sometimes things disappeared in your grasp, sometimes you just couldn't interact with it at all. There was a creepy little squirrel reciting nursery rhymes in squirrel language that only Hap could understand. There was weird soup that tasted horrible but seems to have been beneficial. There was, let's see, weird cocoons, a room full of carvings of faces. There was a room that drenched Hap in blood. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in that house. And at the end of it, you ascended level by level through this house of horrors. And at the final level of it, you met a woman who called herself the matron of the witches of the Ironwood. So, somebody who seems to be very powerful and now knows who you are and seems to have some type of interest in Siobhan, the young girl that you've been escorting to the Volve. That's kind of been your main mission through this whole thing, is figuring out what is her significance. Let's get her to the Seers. So there's that whole angle of it. Let's see, what am I missing? Skuld is with you. Siobhan is with you, and oh yeah, it was all a dream. You all, after being shocked and stunned by some weird spell work in the attic, you all were awoken to find yourselves on the beach, right by where your ship is, buried in an inch of dirt and ice. 1 second, sorry. 2 weeks without playing, and I still have like that same cough. It's ridiculous. And yes, I've already been to a doctor. But yeah, supposedly that whole visit was some type of dream, vision. I'm not sure what the ramifications of that are yet. We kind of cut it off very, very abruptly there. And so now, as you all find yourselves on the shoreline, let's get some shoreline in there. Not too loud shoreline, just nice and soft. And by the way, let us know if the music is like too loud, too soft, if there's anything out of balance with the audio, because that's always something we're working on. As you all find yourselves on this shoreline, I do need to give you a couple of logistical things that happen. One is, as you all wake up, you all feel extremely cold and tired, like you just ran a marathon. Everybody gains 1 level of exhaustion. So that's one thing that happens. We are using the new exhaustion rules, so as a reminder of that, that is a -2 to all d20 rolls and a -5 to everybody's movement speed. So definitely slightly different than the older rules. So that's number one. Number two is that you all get a glory point for completing the witch shrine. What does that bring our maximum glory points up to?
I mean, I'm at 6 and I haven't gotten any additional ones.
I'm also at 6.
Minus
6 for
1,
everybody?
whatever Call has. Some of us had personal glory points.
Call and Ada have the same amount, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, I
Is
mean,
it
I
6
have
for
6
everybody?
now, I should say.
So yeah,
Okay.
now I have 6.
Oh, because you had the rest of the party skip one, I believe.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
are we even
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, mostly because like there's one that I'm gonna be able to give you retroactively where like you get a verse added to like the hero's song.
I get a verse?
Um,
I had a verse?
um,
Oh no. That's my homework. I gotta figure out my own verse.
yeah, let's see. Ada got one, and I think Cole got one. I don't know if everybody else
Yeah.
has gotten their verses yet. That has to be like a personal moment of heroism that happens. So what does that bring the group up to? Is it 6 or 7?
6.
I think
Everyone's at
six.
6.
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
Okay. In that case,
Ooh. Can Pom Pom do it?
well, I was gonna have a bit different one, but that's sure.
but as Pom Pom's best friend, I'll be helping.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm not a great reader, but let's try this out. Your exploits are making you famous. For the price of a story, you have free food and drink in any raider feasting hall. You no longer have disadvantage on intimidation and persuasion checks against the Baindor. Did I do good?
You did
Yes,
good.
Pom
So
Pom, you did
good!
great. You did so
Great,
good.
Pom-Pom.
Inspiration for you.
Great.
I can't give
Even
you
the
any.
dark, lonely one in the back is clapping. So good job.
Aww.
Yes, yes.
I'm talking about Norther, by the way.
Pom Pom.
Pom-Pom's so
And we
good.
roll away the game board screen.
Now to the somber stuff.
Buddy,
Okay,
he's
let's
back.
see. Glory point, level of exhaustion. Siobhan is with you and wakes up in a coughing fit. Skuld also wakes up alongside you. She is wearing the armor and sword that you gave her, oddly enough. They both just kind of sit bolt upright, and Skull just kind of like pants a little bit, catches herself, and just kind of looks at you all. Who are you people?
We're raiders.
I'm
Don't
half,
really know.
but
I'm gonna have a drink now.
I know you said the item stayed. Is Hap still covered in blood?
more important,
no.
what's my fish? Do I still have a
Okay, cool.
fish?
You check your belongings, and yeah, that the little
Ah.
illusory goldfish orb is still there.
Just the little orb is illusory. The goldfish is still real in my heart. So,
Sure.
okay. Whew. I was a little worried there for a second.
Uh-oh, I think KJ froze.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
No!
come back.
It's fine.
We
Now
lost
is the
you.
perfect time
Okay,
to
I'll
introduce
end the
my
game.
new pet.
It's fine.
Uh-oh,
I'll
did I
be the new
freeze?
dungeon
I
master.
freeze?
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah,
you're
you
back.
froze for
Oh,
a
no.
second.
Okay, am I back?
Yes.
You're back.
Okay, I need one person to make a medicine check, please.
Not I.
I
There are
I
people
can do
better
it.
than that than I am.
Does this mean that with my night rolls, I won't have disadvantage on things? I'll just have minus to things?
Mm-hmm.
That's so nice. Okay. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier to keep track of for sure.
15.
Beautiful. Skuld is injured.
Ooh.
So something that didn't really come up in the dream state of being in the witch's house. Skuld hit 0 hit points in the battle against King Senric. 0 hit points means lingering injury. Ada, you notice Skuld is moving very stiffly. She seems to be like favoring one side very heavily. You don't see any blood, but her lips are pursed very, very tightly, like she's in pain.
Okay. Is this something that I think lesser restoration would help?
Any magical healing should help.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna say lesser restoration would be included in that, yes.
Okay. I'll cast lesser restoration then.
You go to touch her and she flinches back.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to help. Trying to help. Can you trust enough that we got you out of there? Doesn't make any sense to hurt you now.
What are you gonna do?
You look like you're in pain. I want to try to heal you a bit. Okay. Like, very gently cast lesser restoration.
You see the magic pass over her, and her grimace relaxes ever so slightly, and she seems to be breathing more deeply.
Northra is watching very closely, wanting to learn from Ada.
Do you want to talk about how you came to be here, or do you need time? Okay.
She's just looking off at the horizon on the sea.
And you said we're close to our ship?
Mm-hmm. Yep, just right down the shore. You can even see Pom Pom and Tip and Tap on the deck.
Does Siobhan look okay?
She looks frozen. She's not saying anything. She definitely looks as worn out as you all feel. But she's just kind of staring into the air, like kind of staring at the ground.
I think we should go back to the ship at least. Regroup.
Thankfully, it looks like Cotter, her wigger cat, is right nearby, and she just kind of blankly like hoists herself onto it. And Skuld just kind of like checks her armor, checks the sword you gave her, and just kind of trails along after you.
Gudrun's actually gonna stay laying on the ground for a little bit. Not ready to move yet. Just staring.
Guys
at
will
the
just
sky.
walk over. Just walk over and look
Step
down.
over her.
No, just looking down at her. Just.
Fine. I promise. I just need a
Why are you down there then?
I need a couple minutes alone to just process what just happened.
Okay.
I'll see.
I need a
you
really
another
tall
day.
tree.
A really tall.
I need a really tall tree, please. Really
They're
tall
a ways
tree?
away. The closest tall point is the mast of the ship. The trees are about twice as far away as the ship is.
How far away is the ship?
Like a minute's walk down the beach.
Okay, then I go 2 minutes in the opposite direction to go to the tall tree.
Great. Everybody's scattered.
North is going to
Oh.
the water. To be honest, she needs to relax and wash off.
No, Hap's pissed. Hap is so pissed. I need a very tall tree to make sense of this very annoying situation.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we'll just try and help, or not help, but make sure Siobhan and Skald get to the ship okay.
I think that's what Ada's doing too, and then she's going to frenetically pace right by the ship so that no one is spared her annoying energy in that moment.
So, let's see. Does everybody ultimately make it back to the ship?
Ultimately, once I realized how terrible the situation is, for me personally, not for everyone else. This is a very selfish moment I'm having here.
Yeah, Sojourn will eventually just kind of shake a little bit. Realize that hoping is not gonna fix anything.
North is just going to
any
float past the
particular-
ship.
Any particular aspect of it that's weighing on you two especially heavily, Hap and Odrun? Like, what's got you, like, needing to, like, isolate or, like, process?
I was this close to a perfectly healthy, beautiful ironwood tree that I never got to talk to in the town. I had so much hope. Right there. I can't even check if it was burned. It was right there. And now how far away are we from the capital Bandor fort again?
Couple days? Like,
Exactly.
at least a 2-day hike?
I was so close. I was so close. And then I was so close to another tree, and I was taken away from that tree, and that tree liked me in Weird Dream World. I didn't have a chance. They were right there, living beautiful trees. Now the closest tree is the one that got chopped up and had weird dead bodies around it. That's the closest ironwood tree now that I know of.
Understood.
Yeah, so I'm having a very, like, I was so close to all these things. And now they're gone.
Odrun, what about you?
Sojourn is feeling a weird sense of deja vu from countless previous lives of violent deaths, of it almost happening again, of it all this weird stuff, jerking from almost death to something with witches and trees that some people hate and others like. Odrun's not really sure about that situation. That's not really been a focus. Ironwood trees, that's not really what's been the focus for the last, several lifetimes. So
Yeah.
I think Odrun is just feeling the weight of both their own mortality and also their weird immortality at the same time. And just feels like they can't get out of it. They have tried. They tried by going to Valagar and hanging and being with the Horn to have at least one time around where it wasn't death and destruction and blood and everything. And that's exactly what it's turned into all over again.
Any other big feelings that characters are processing right now?
Dorotha is probably just floating in the water past the ship. It's like, yeah, I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
And
my
this is a
commute
new
with-
feeling for her.
You're in the water,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
commuting with the trees.
I
All refuses
think
to process anything.
If I don't acknowledge it, it didn't happen.
I think that Ada's really stuck on her choices and her stupid family shit just almost got the people she cares about hurt again. And that's like she can't get that like refrain out of her head.
You all make it back to the ship, and Taff is the first one who notices you all approach. She says, "Where the frost have you been? You've been gone for days. Hrolf came back here looking for you."
What do you mean?
Back here, looking for us?
He said you disappeared after you got to Rockpike, and he said he last heard from you 5-6 days ago.
Oh,
Felt like we've been gone an hour.
Tiff pipes up. Yeah, he went back to Rockpike to see if they knew anything about where you might be. So he should be back in 2 days. But he's definitely looking for you back at Rockpike.
We need to go
Wait,
back.
what happened at Rockpike?
We need to go back to Rockpike.
Well, apparently, Hrolf says that you all helped the war take over. The king is dead, as far as I know. And now the war clan is in charge, I guess, with their lineal.
well, at least we know you're off the hook for your blood oath.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, not cool. I'm sorry, that was really insensitive.
What do you mean?
I just said it was cool that your uncle was dead. I'm sorry.
Oh, he was a piece of shit.
Oh, okay.
Also, apparently he was my grandfather.
Oh, sorry,
Um,
grandfather. Shit. fuck,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
s-
that's a thing. I'm not offended.
Hey, is this made we can go get rid of them?
I'm not sure
The War Clan?
we can take
Of
on
the
the
war?
Dungeons clan.
Just a reminder that the people who nearly killed us were killed by the War Clan.
Excuse me. We did most of that work. It's just the very end that we had problems.
And I don't know about you. Well, I do know about you, but I can't die.
Oh, the rest of us can most
See?
certainly die.
But we wouldn't
True.
have. Surely.
Nah, I wouldn't let you. I would have protected you. I was there.
So, are we waiting for Hrolf to get back? Hi, I'm here too.
Hi, Tom.
Are we just waiting for Hrolf to get back, or do you want to go back to Rockpike?
We should totally go get Rolf at Rockpike.
I feel like if we go, there's a chance we're gonna pass him without realizing it, and suddenly we're there and he's here.
Well,
No, it's
I-
totally fine. We'll find him for sure. We should get a Rockpike.
I really need to learn how to send messages. Fuck.
I don't know if we for sure pass him because there is that whole narrow path with all the switchbacks for a while.
This is true.
Okay.
Just depend on
We'll
where
go-
he is.
Yeah,
Will
you
the
are confident that
war-
he traversed the same path that you all took to Rockpike, so you're pretty confident that it's unlikely he would take a different route.
Hey,
I
KJ?
still think we should wait. I could use some time to train.
I have a memory question here, actually. I'm kind of really blanking. Was I around when we found our invisible friends? I know about our invisible friends, right?
So,
I think it was
I know-
right before you ran away.
yeah.
Okay, because now I'm wondering what happened to them. As
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
they-
random
they
were running
aside,
like wolf,
light
weren't they
bulb,
not?
I'm like, Dream.
Oh.
And...
Oh yeah, Brick and Eagle and the rest of them, they have a little encampment that's just like less than an hour away from here. They're fine.
Oh, I should have asked about Eagle and all of them earlier.
And I think they said something about invisible friends with them. They said they're fine too.
Okay.
Okay. I kind of want to go back to Rockpike to see what's going on there.
Yes, I support you.
I feel like I need to know what happened. That might be really
Of course,
stupid.
Ada, I support you and your family drama.
Have
Yes,
your
how do you know you want to
suspicious.
see a tree?
I didn't say anything. I just said
know
I
you didn't
support
say
Ada.
You don't have to because it's a big, beautiful tree, and I want you to see it as well. But
I would like to go up an Odrune with my most convincing face. Just be like, are you insinuating I cannot care about Ada
I
and
did
their
not insinuate
family?
at all. I just said I know you
How
also want to see a tree.
dare I didn't think anything of a tree.
Lies.
I care about Ada. I would like to deceive Odrune, please.
Well, Drew has
Go
already
for it.
seen the damn
Deception
tree.
versus insight.
Yeah, but you don't know that I was watching you with a card. Invisibly. I just showed up at a random gate.
I will also say, I don't usually try to give like meta knowledge of things, but meta knowledge, I am not going to narratively punish you for deciding to go or deciding not to go. Like either option is 100% valid. So.
Where is... Why did this take... Here we go.
I think no matter what, Northwood's probably not going. But then I feel like I'm going to be left out of the story if everybody else does go.
That is a possibility, yes.
I care about Ada a lot, Odrune. And that you insinuate otherwise hurts my feelings.
I did not insinuate. You are gaslighting me.
No, I'm not.
Ada, she's talking a lot again.
I know.
Skull.
I can't deal with this right now.
Skull steps forward. I want to see him.
So do I.
The dead king.
Yes.
Alright. Need some closure, huh?
Well, but it is always good to make sure your enemies are dead. And not undead.
That's what I was thinking.
Not undead. Valid.
Skuld seems a little bit surprised that Ada was like so emphatically in support of it, like that you immediately understood that. So she doesn't quite get why, but like she's like looking at you a little curiously.
I don't think Ada knows why. Fully either.
Ada? Are there any volcanoes near Rockpike that you're aware of?
Well, considering I wasn't aware of Rockpike a month ago, no.
Checking.
Volcanoes.
It's our first time here.
Are you asking
Yep.
about volcanoes for her?
Are you thinking about witches again?
No, I'm thinking about the last place we had crazy encounters involved a volcano. And
I don't
You
think
wanna blow them up
volcanoes
with a
are
volcano?
The common point.
no, I'm just worried about dead people coming back as fiery undead. Okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Thank you.
Those were
Very
those were
important
bad.
to me to know what I'm going against.
Yeah, I don't like missing 5 days. I feel like we need to know what happened.
Question is, were we unconscious for 5 days? Or was our 5 days spent and that what felt like an hour for us?
Were we in the dirt for 5 days?
Yeah, that's the question.
Who knows?
Uh-oh. Jay, I think you froze.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Either Odrune or Ada, go ahead and make a Arcana check with that -2 exhaustion penalty.
Considering,
I
think you might be the better choice even with it.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
22.
Yeah. 22 with exhaustion.
With exhaustion.
Amazing.
There you are.
Yay, there's
You're back, Jay.
Yay!
I thought all of you froze simultaneously. It's like, oh no. Oh no.
No,
Anyway,
usually when
fire.
everybody
Yeah,
else
all of us
freezes, that
individually
means
froze.
you're
Yeah.
the one that's actually
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
highly unlikely everybody freezes at once unless you're the actual one that froze.
Main character energy just came through there.
Okay,
It's like,
so
is it just me?
so let's see, 22 Arcana with Ada and Odrun talking about like how was that 5 days. Gosh, how much can I actually explain about this? Um, uh, something wild happened magically. Something that was not necessarily purposefully caused by anybody or fully controlled. Like some aspects of it felt steered, like being teleported away, that felt purposeful. um the matron finding out more about you, that felt purposeful. But the connection and how it was 5 days, a lot of that feels like just part of the weirdness of this world, that primordial kind of magic. So you're not 100% sure whether it was like you were unconscious, like comatose for 5 days, or whether there was like actual like time dilation that happened. You probably don't even have the words for that at this point. But for you, it very much was no more than a couple hours, and for everybody else, it was definitely several days. So there's that.
I don't know where we were, but we were gone. Who was here on the ship when Siobhan disappeared?
Tiff and Pom Pom and I.
Siobhan mentioned something glowing. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw the cargo area just kind of start glowing and lighting up. I couldn't see exactly what it was coming from, but it was definitely in the cargo area, and then flash of light, Siobhan was gone.
Oh, Drew. The weird head in a box in the box in the cargo area.
I think so. I mean, it shouldn't be. I don't really want to be carrying that around. It's a bit unwieldy.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe go check to see if it's there.
Yeah, I want to go investigate the head in the box.
Okay. The head in the box is still there, and as a reminder, it is a fully metal head of a man, with eyes and mouth stitched shut as part of the carving. Ada, you cast Identify on it a while back. Do you remember what you were able to determine from that?
I think I just did detect magic because I don't have Identify. So, oh wait, yes I do. Never mind. I think it was just something magical. I don't think there were like really any details I got from it.
I'm gonna say this piggybacks off of your 22 Arcana check. Can you read through the text of the Identify spell?
Yes, it says, if it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. And the rest of it applies to creatures.
What does that part say?
If you instead touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Okay.
I'd also like to point out that the head is apparently handsome and looks like Lognir. That was part of the description of the head.
That's true.
That was part of the description of the head.
Yes, it's a very handsome head. That looks like
Yeah, you only learned that it was under some kind of You would know the spell is Nistel's Magic Aura.
Okay.
So casting Identify, you learn those under the effects of that spell.
Okay.
Ada, do you think this is what caused it?
I don't think it's what caused it. I think it was like maybe some kind of a divine intervention, because I didn't cast that spell that got us out of there. I just nearly went unconscious. Heard something tell me to gather everyone, and then something got us out of that room.
And if you don't think it was your snaky person thing?
Oh, I think it was.
Okay.
Are you mentioning a snaky person thing in front of me right now?
I mentioned it when we all
The ship
landed in
is
front of
small.
the
It
cabin
is the
Oh my
size
because I was
gosh.
freaking out.
Oh lord.
Yeah, I
okay.
believe she explained that part to everybody when you all
Yeah.
arrived at the
Okay,
the
okay.
creepy cabin.
Yeah, because I was
But you're
freaking
saying that
out.
a snake possibly talked to you right now?
A snake did talk to
snake?
me in my dream. That is
A
true.
snake? Right now?
Yes. No, not right now.
Ugh.
In my dream a while ago.
Ugh. Can't trust snakes.
Why? They have a tail.
Is it a tail? Or is it just their body?
Or is it all tail?
Or is
Do
it
they
all
have a body
stomach?
or is it all just tail?
It's all
They
just
can
stomach.
climb.
It's all back? Ugh.
I don't know, Hap. I don't know. If a being is all
That's pretty
tail,
good.
does that make them a superior being?
I don't think they're all tail. Besides, you can't be a superior being without fur. Everyone knows that.
That I did not know.
We're
I know.
all
That's why I have to
inferior.
tell you these things.
Thank
You'll
you. I
become-
do appreciate the education.
Yes.
I really appreciate the reminder that I am an inferior being. Thank you.
You have fur.
Um,
You just don't like to show all of your amazing attributes. I don't know why you
have
like to hide
fur.
it. Hair's close enough. Also, I'm just gonna like look at your arm. It's like this is almost fur. Not the best. Unless you shave your
Everybody
arms, you want to make that
present for
canon.
this conversation,
I think
make a
Ada's
quick
like, "Ooh."
perception check.
Oh,
With the
fun.
-2 exhaustion penalty.
Okay.
9.
I'm very distracted by what
15.
is fur. Okay.
Let's see. Ada, so you all kind of showed up here covered in dirt. Like, just couldn't really get it off you. Not enough, like, it's so much that you can't just, like, quickly brush it off. So you definitely got some on the head. The head looks cleaner now than when you first picked it up.
The head looks cleaner.
Why is this like this?
I told
Did
you
you
all
say
there was
there's-
something
Odd.
weird about this head. There was a reason I brought it with me and you all gave me grief.
That's why we. I agreed with you.
Do you want to get rid of this magic aura on it?
Eventually, I don't think I can yet.
You want me to try?
You spell
Sure.
magic, Cat.
That is a weird thing to say. I don't have a spell book. I just have magic.
Can you get
Yes,
rid
Hap,
of
how do you
magic?
know things?
By being a superior being, obviously.
Oh, yes, of course.
Don't worry, your tail will come in one day. Along with your horns and teeth.
What
Is it a
about my
puberty
horns,
thing?
teeth, and tail?
You're
See-
already a superior being.
Yeah, you already been through puberty, so your tail apparently is in. I don't know about Ada.
I
Cool.
went through puberty a long time ago, Hap.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. I really thought that's just the reason why the tail hasn't come. Anyway.
I have one. Okay,
Oh,
moving on. You said you can do magic. That can get rid of the magic?
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't really tried. There's not really a lot of reasons to get rid of magic. I could try. Okay. Probably shouldn't do this on the ship, maybe. Maybe we should take the box to the beach in case this explodes.
That's a great idea. Odrin, can you help?
Sure.
I'm
I got
weak.
this.
Alright.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna run up to that camp where the others are. That was an hour in, right?
Yeah, less than.
Less than an hour. Okay. Well, Northa's going to head up that way while they do their thing.
Okay. Before we get to that, Hap, what were you wanting to do?
I was gonna do dispel magic, but I just don't call it dispel magic. I just do things that dispel magic. I'm not really. This is different from the shows where you call out your abilities. Kind of wave my hands and things happen. Oh, that would be funny if we played a campaign like that. Where you do the whole like announce your move.
And I can go like this. Captain Jack Sparrow.
Okay, so. Oh, I don't know if I. Oh,
The spell failed.
huh. Do I have any reason why the spell failed?
Roll an Arcana check, and this has to be you, because you're the one who cast the spell.
Can I have a Karn, my little buddy, help me?
Not on this one.
Ow,
I'm afraid you're on your own.
I'm dumb. Huh. Yeah, I am very dumb.
Oh
That's
no.
a 2.
You used the spell slot, and the spell failed.
Thanks.
Well, this apparently is a very, very tenacious magic.
Ah, well. Don't know what else we can do with it right now.
I kick it. I kick the head.
Maybe
I
don't
wouldn't
kick it.
advise that. That will hurt.
Sure, I angle my foot, so not really gonna hurt my toe too much.
Take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Did I recover from that 1 damage I got in a dream?
No.
Okay. I just wanted
No,
to make sure.
if you're missing spell slots or HP from the dream state, you still have those expended.
Yeah, I think I got 1 bludgeoning damage from, or emotional damage from blood. Maybe.
That's right.
Or is it the stuff lying around? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well. Does the head look dirtier at least? After kicking it? Or cleaner now that I've kicked more dirt on it, probably.
It definitely got dirty when you kicked it, but now it looks clean again.
It looks clean or cleaner? Is it like sparkly now that I've kicked more dirt on it? Is it just really trying to make fun of me?
You kicked it and it looked dirty, and you must have like blinked or turned or looked away for like half a second, and it looks clean now. All the way clean.
I throw sand on it.
The sand stays.
Okay. That's just weird now. Now I'm just gonna sit there staring at the head for a while until someone smarter than me figures this out.
I don't think there's any figuring it out right now.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
either.
Um,
I think we should go check
yeah.
on Rolf. I'm a bit worried with him going into the
Yeah.
encampment.
should we?
Yes.
Is the other encampment on our path?
Yes.
Okay.
So as you all are catching up, Northra, you see the encampment, which seems to be just a couple of tents, some furs, Eagle and Brick, and whoever else is in your crew is there.
Aaron!
Hurtis. I think you also picked some other like Orin, like Liff. I think Liff is with you.
there. We also have the
Um,
other wicker. I can't remember that one's
Is
name.
Fryn?
Friend.
Fryn is with you? Yeah. Fryn was on the ship. She was just like doing nothing. So hard
Great
to
to
keep
ego.
track, like with the crew.
Okay, a lot of NPCs.
Yep. But yeah, they had a small encampment set up. Egil seems to be feeling better from the cold or flu that she had. She seems
She gets a
very
big hug.
relieved. Yeah, she's very relieved to see you. I didn't know where you went.
Well, you seem to have magically disappeared, but it's fine, I'm here. My headset's acting up.
So yeah, you get caught up with Eagle. The rest of you all catch up, and we can actually like fast travel to Rockpike,
Hey.
because I do not want to have to do the entire like
Awesome.
description
Love
of
that.
everything. But you pass the farms that you went through on the way up. You all get at least one more long rest, so everybody go ahead and clock a long rest. You
I'm just gonna
recover
note
from-
Northwood did stay behind, mostly because I'm having technical issues over here, so I'm gonna be gone for a bit.
Okay, we'll pop you back into Rockpike when we need to. And yeah, anybody who has like your long rest things, go ahead and trigger those. Was there a question? We all good?
I was just gonna say at some point Cole would have handed Hap the leaves that he found from the tree.
Oh. And I would have showed Cole my little fishy, who is now named Soul, which is the mixture of the word for sun and coal. Soul is sun. This is S-U-L, Cole Soul. This is Soul, my little fishy.
Amazing. That is precious.
And I'm gonna fasten together some like string so that I can like put it around the orb and like hang it off my belt.
It's so cute.
That's precious.
Yeah. We have a fish
I'm
named Soul
gonna
now.
Odrun would also hand over
Okay.
the leaves from the Ironwood tree.
Yeah, when Odrun does it, I'm gonna pretend like this is just no big deal. Oh, okay. Because of a
Okay,
squirrel,
then I
probably.
can take them back if you don't really want them.
I mean, you probably need some leaves to be honest, but I'm sure you'll grow your own. We're just gonna
So
get you
we're
more
away from
water.
the
Half's
shoreline
like
now.
pocketing the leaves, so Odrun can't take them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But like, if we get you more water, maybe we can get you to grow your own.
Okay.
Like, you probably look so like really nice. Leaf right there.
Sorry, I have
Maybe
to
in the
move us
fall
like
they'll
away.
change color.
Had to move us away from the shore and like up into the mountains. Let's see. Do I have like other fun music? I've been playing this like so long already. Sure. Similar vibes.
Did we
All right.
pass by the undead lake again, really quick before we get to Rockpike?
It's a teensy bit out your way, but you could go
Okay.
there.
I just wanted to make sure like no undead suddenly found us because that was a creepy lake. All right.
Yeah, you're able to give that wide berth easily. You can avoid the very bloodied glade where the Ironheart stump was.
I'm not avoiding that one.
So you make your way up all of those switchbacks, feeling much better today than you did yesterday. That chill that was in your bones seems to have calmed, despite the frigid temperatures that are in the air. It's actively snowing as you're traveling, but your warm clothes seem to be enough to keep the chill at bay. You wind your way up those mountain paths through the switchbacks, across all the little wooden bridges. And soon enough, you see the fortress in the distance. And I didn't actually show you the art of this the first time, so I might as well show you the art the second time of Rockpike Fortress. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Show to players. Show to everyone. There it is. So just very, very Western European medieval looking. Definitely very different from a lot of the raider structures, which tend to be more wooden, with more like wood carving, bas reliefs, things like that. So as you approach, the outer wall of Rockpike seems to be imploded in places from the catapult.
Okay, done that.
I'm gonna have a Karn just kind of like go up to give me a better view
Yeah.
of who's around at the entrance area.
Yeah, so Akarn kind of confirms what you see as you approach, that there's like nothing for you to like super worry about. There are several war raiders with their black and white war paint standing on the ramparts. Not as many as there were Baindor when you came in, but definitely several raiders like manning the entrance. There also seems to be several of them that are like working on rebuilding and like working with some brick and mortar to like repair the gate. But they let you pass, no problem. One of them seems to recognize you all collectively as a group. Just one of the war raiders that that saw you working with Athels. As you get through the gates, do you go straight to the castle, or where do y'all want to go? Let me.
We never ran into Thrall, right? We never.
You
ran
have not
into
seen Hrolf yet. Correct.
Huh. He was supposed to be back at the ship in 2 days. And we never ran into him.
I would ask around about Thrall first, but I know some of the others want to see the king, or what's left of him.
I would like to not get killed by wolves before that. I'm gonna go send a Karn to check on a tree and maybe to see if they run into Roth on the way. Go check on that tree. Please. Let me know if it's still around.
We could also try to find Athels and then see, while we're looking, if we see Hrolf or anyone who's seen Hrolf. That way we can
you do
fill in
pass
some
your
of the
way.
blank.
Yeah, you do pass your way through a small marketplace, which has a few like merchant stalls set up, with what seems to be mostly still Baindor. I mean, this was an entire city full of mostly civilians, so it looks like they are still like going about their business, maybe a little bit more nervously than before, like kind of looking around, maybe looking a little bit distrustful at you all. But there are some merchants like setting out wares for like, you know, some Baindor wine, some food, a couple of like goods like candles, and so they're all set up. A Karn is out of range for a brief, like maybe a couple minutes. And when they come back, you get the telepathic report. You're gonna want to go see the tree.
Why
It's
a
there.
Karn?
It's there.
Why a Karn?
It's there. It's up. It's there. It's up. No danger. Just go see it.
A Karn, please don't do this to me.
Dead body?
Oh shit.
Okay, well, a Karn. We've seen a lot
See,
of dead bodies.
Hard to explain things, and I'm just a tiny little guy, and
You're smarter than me, a Karn.
I'm so small.
Yeah, same. Doesn't mean we can't do big things, a Karn. No. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna drop back slightly. I'm not running away before any of y'all get some weird ideas. I'm just dropping back so that only Cole sees me, hopefully. As I signed to Cole about like, it was just gonna be hard. I know we almost had a heart to heart. We kind of had a heart to heart. I mean, like the whole dead body thing, but not the heart to heart.
As soon as he
I
sees
just
you, he
decide-
asks if you want him to come with you.
I'm like, yeah.
Okay. And he breaks off, and he's like, "We'll catch up with you guys later."
Bye.
Well, I will say Cole, you would know this. The path to the tree is actually on the way to the castle. So the most direct route to the castle from where you're at is like
Wait.
the tree is
Awesome.
very much on the way.
Then what did I see about the tree last time we went to the castle? I was that close. You ripped me away for days. Then re-traveled back to this tree.
Oh gosh, did you see the tree on your way in?
I mean, it was
Yeah,
supposed
'cause
to be
I
on
kinda just jumped
fire.
right to the castle, didn't I?
Well, that tree was supposed to be right to the fire, but like nearby was supposed to be fire.
Yeah, so yeah, you probably would have been able to know at least this much. There were some trees that were burned up, but the Ironheart tree itself was fine. The fire did not spread as far as that tree. Oh no, wait, I think you avoided that area because you knew there was going to be soldiers last time, so that's why you didn't see it last time. So, yay, not having a retcon.
I mean, a Karn
I was
saw
like, why
the
didn't you
tree,
see it
but-
before?
I mean, a Karn saw it when I was stalking Colin O'Troon secretly, as the reason why I was not with the rest of the horde when they were attacking.
Yeah, so yeah, you get to the grove of trees that's in the middle of town, which is right about here on your little map. I don't know if you want to like zoom in so you're a little bit closer to the city part of this, but Ironheart tree is right about here. And as you all kind of turn a bend, as you approach, you see hanging by a noose an older man with wavy white hair and a missing eye, wearing regal Baindur robes. King Senric's body hangs from the Ironheart tree.
You really did just do like 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Okay.
Is there any indication that the noose is how he died?
Roll a medicine check.
No.
With no -2 penalty, because you're not exhausted anymore.
Yay.
It does look like, even though he had other wounds on him, it does look like he was alive when he was hanged.
Can you describe how pretty this tree is?
It is gorgeous and metal colored, and the leaves are just so shiny and silvery. It is everything you could have ever hoped for. It is lush and glorious and tall and thick.
Ooh, how tall is
And
it?
there's a dead body hanging from
And
the
there's a dead
strongest
body.
branch of it.
Yeah, well, we wanted to kill him anyway, so I'm not gonna feel too guilty about that, because we did try to kill him ourselves. But how tall is the tree?
It's like how an oak tree would look if you scaled it like taller and wider in all directions, like doubled the width and doubled the height of it.
Like a California
So
redwood.
it's like a redwood, except like thicker, I guess. Or I guess redwoods can also be like super thick. But yeah, it has like the same kind of like shape of like an oak or a maple leaf tree. The leaves are kind of maple shaped. But yeah, it's an extremely healthy, thriving tree, doing just fine.
I'm gonna touch the tree. I'm gonna like literally just walk past the dead body and just go touch the tree. Ooh,
Okay, you touch
actually,
it.
let's try something. Cause I don't really know if this is gonna work. Can a Karn use heart sight on the Ironwood tree? This is a very random question, because a Karn is a creature from an Ironheart tree.
Legit going to check that.
Yeah, trees are weird for me. To me, sometimes they walk around like that one in the back there, Odrun. And then sometimes they just kind of sit still.
I need to like
But,
put all these pages back. I got this so disorganized now. Now
Yeah, I'm just
everything's
gonna
out
warn
of
you right
place.
now. I'm gonna try to commune with this tree.
Yeah, all good, all good things.
Just like real
Yeah,
quick.
Cole,
how
make sure no
does-
wolf comes up behind me, please, and bites me as I'm.
Duly noted. No canine creatures. Does Ada look
Thank
okay?
Yeah, how's Ada looking?
Oh yeah, I'm a terrible friend.
Ada's looking very conflicted. She's just kind of frozen.
Wow, we're on opposite ends of this emotional spectrum. It's gonna be very awkward later.
Yeah. Also, Skuld is very much right there.
Mhm.
She's
Oh
peering
right.
about as closely as she can get to it without touching it. And
The
she's
body
like,
or the tree?
just the body.
Oh, okay.
Glaring daggers, like just pure, like seething, frozen rage in her eyes. Real quick, so Akarn is doing heart sight
To the tree. Yeah.
to the tree. Akarn sends back that they're not getting anything. I need you to make an insight check.
To a Karn?
I need you to make an insight check.
Oh no. Okay. I got this, right? It's a 13.
Okay. What is Akarn's charisma?
Oh lord. Oh no. Okay, the charisma is 11, so it's a +0. Do you want me to roll their charisma? Or
Nope, all good.
okay.
Um,
I'm good at that compared to a Karn. You know.
Akarn sends back that they found nothing and they are lying.
Can a familiar lie to you? I have to question everything. Okay. Wow, that's a real big conflict. This feels like a very personal betrayal of somebody who was literally born in my hands. This is like my child. And they lied to me.
I almost forgot of it. Heart sight on the tree.
Alright, I'm gonna call them out on it. Karn, what are you not telling me?
I need you to roll either persuasion or intimidation.
It's gonna be persuasion, because this is my child here, in a weird way. I didn't say that, but I also just double checked if they were the same, 23.
Ooh. Give me 1 second. What's the save on the additional heart sight feature where they get the alignment?
Okay, so it is a DC 10 charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Are you rolling for the tree? Because that'd be hilarious.
Akarn communicates that the tree is aware and hungry.
Interesting. I mean, I knew it was aware. Obviously, it's a very smart tree. Akarn, what are you saying they're hungry for?
Akarn kind of like flutters a little bit in a little loop, like as a way of pointing at the dead body.
Would I realize that this is like they will want to eat the dead body or they want more dead bodies? Would any of my Ironwood knowledge reveal to me anything specific about the hunger?
I'm gonna let this be either religion or arcana or perception.
I must have had really nice trees in my past. So let me go into this. You said religion, arcana, or what?
Perception.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be perception because I am dumb. 18.
18. You really look at the tree and the rope tied to the branch and the body hanging from it, and you notice a tendril of a vine swirling its way down the rope towards the body.
Oh, I'm conflicted. Ada might still want that body. It is a dead body, and he did try to kill us. But she might like the body. There's something weird about these people and bodies. Hey, Ada.
Yes, Hap?
Did you think we should do anything about this? I'm just gonna gesture. Was there anything you would have liked to do with this body of the king?
No.
You don't want to bury it,
No.
talk to it,
Can't.
do anything.
Would like to, can't.
Okay,
no.
so... Okay, what about you, Scold, who's oddly super close to this body, staring at it? Scold, would you like to do anything?
She tilts her head, looks at it, contemplates, and gives it a really solid punch.
I like that. Yeah, I did just want to take a head, so like I relate.
And
I relate.
walks away, leaving it swinging.
Okay, noting that, I'm not gonna mention that there's a vine slowly creeping towards this body, because nobody wants the body except the tree, so might as well let the tree have the body. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of... Oh, do I want to do this in public? I'm gonna look up into the tree. Are there a lot of vines, like, in the branches of the tree or anything?
Yeah, just kind of winding their way around branches, up the trunk. Yeah, there's a good number of vines.
Do I personally feel anything from the tree like I did in the dream state? Like any particular feelings of hostility or friendliness? As I'm touching this tree? Can I inside check the tree to make sure it's not hostile towards me?
Check the tree. I love it.
Don't think I can give you anything on this
I've ever heard that
particular
before,
tree
and I
right
don't
this
think I've ever
moment, other than what Akarn has already shared with you.
Okay. Alright. Well then.
I will say your understanding of how Akarn works, Akarn can only do heart sight on sentient creatures.
See, I always believed trees were sentient, obviously. My trees were. Anyway, everyone kind of, I want to talk to the tree, but I don't want to talk to the tree in public. Okay. What's everyone else doing? I want to just kind of sit here with the tree for a moment. So you come back to me. I'm just going to sit here with this tree. Touching this tree. Feeling out this tree.
Skull's rubbing her knuckles.
I don't want to be here anymore. I know that the raiders don't really keep written records, but do the binder, and therefore would I think that there's a library somewhere near here.
So, not a library per se, but I will say a lot of like strongholds or like city centers will have some area set aside for like record keeping, scrolls, ledgers, histories, that kind of thing.
If there's one in the castle, I would like to try and find it.
Okay. Anything else anybody wants to do before getting to the castle itself?
Ojern would probably lean over to Cole a little bit. I feel why do some people hate them and other people's like them? Is it just because of the witches, or is there something else?
It's mainly the witches, I think.
Habs, I don't want to interrupt whatever Hab is doing because I know she's kind of in her happy place. But do you think she would be willing to tell me about that a little? Why people don't like them, or what other people do like them?
Cole looks a little conflicted, and he just kind of goes, "It can't hurt to try."
Okay. So
And then,
kind of wander over.
and then, I feel really bad about this, but you told us to look for more loot, so I'm gonna see, just kind of glance at the king and see if he has anything on him.
Sure.
Hap respects you for that.
Just as long as Ada's looking away.
You have Hap support. I look over, I see what you're doing, give you a thumbs up, go back to the tree.
He's a king. He's rich.
Yep, give me one
He's also a dead body. Dead bodies are kind of like
Yeah.
not help. They're like whatever now.
I think Ada does see it as like, they probably beat you to it.
I don't know, the work like about some weird don't steal from dead bodies things. Take advantage of. You never know.
Yeah, so they seem to have left his long sword with him because it looks like they probably intend to burn him for having died in battle, so they probably want to burn him with his weapons. You do also see a ornate ring on his finger with a sapphire gemstone in it.
Of course, Cole would find another ring.
He hasn't learned his lesson. He's taking the ring.
Okay.
I think we should take the sword.
Okay. If Ada wants to,
I
I'll
can't
take
use
it.
but
I will say the sword does appear to be non-magical, not ironwood or anything.
this is all about Ada not giving a shit about his burial rites.
You're
Mhm.
desecrating the burial rites. Understood.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Do we want a watery undead or a fire undead?
I'm not sure.
Probably not gonna happen.
I'm not sure if we want
I
any
don't think you want any
undead.
undead.
I think just dishonored, perhaps.
Eh. I mean, if you want a chance, I mean, Skull might want a chance to punch him again.
This is true. We could turn him into an undead punching bag for Skull. Be kind of fun. Hey, Hap. I have a question for you. I don't. I'll admit I've been a little bit sheltered away from people. I don't get what the big deal with Ironwood trees are. Why do some people hate them? Is it just because of the witches and that, or is there something else?
Okay, this might be a weird place to go with that, but the first thing Hap heard was away from people. Oh, Droon, what do you mean you were away from people?
I mean, I was around the org, but for the most part, I kind of just kept to myself, and I wasn't around a bunch of other, like, I didn't go to bigger places like nowhere or anything until I was here with you guys. And all of these people everybody seems to have this understanding that Ironwood trees are bad, and I don't get why a certain brand of tree would be bad. And not
Because
others.
people are stupid.
Okay, fair. What's their reason for not liking it?
I can't tell you what people think. People are weird. My best guess is that they just are afraid of things they don't know how to properly appreciate.
Okay. Does it have to do with the witches?
I don't know, those witches are crazy. I don't like them as much as anybody. Who would like the witches?
So,
So,
are the
maybe.
Are the witches in the Ironwood, like, one come from the other or something? Do you know?
No.
Okay.
All I know is that the witches know that these trees are powerful. So that's probably why they're sticking around. Though I wish they would go away. They're very, very annoying.
That's fair.
But as for why... But let me tell you something, Odrun. People are weird. If they hated these trees so much, then why do they use them for their weapons?
That's a
They
fair
hate
question.
them, but they want them. That's just the way of people. If they can't have it, then they fear it. That's why people don't make sense. But these trees... I'm still touching the tree, by the way. Just FYI, I haven't stopped touching this tree. But these
Understood.
trees, there's so much life in them. There's so much power in them. They're beautiful. You should know that, Odrun.
Well, I do think it's beautiful.
Well, no, they're power. You have a bit of the tree inside you.
That is true. That is very
Don't you feel it?
Occasionally, at the very weirdest times, yes, I do.
Well then, I don't know why you're asking. You
just
shouldn't understand.
didn't understand why people didn't like them, because to me there seemed to be no downside to them. Other than that, they were mysterious.
Like, the tree could kill you.
What?
Probably.
Wait, how?
I don't know. The same way I could do that. Probably.
It would shoot me with an eldritch
Any-
blast.
What's an eldritch blast?
That little thing that comes out of your hand. Little poo-poo thing that you do.
You named it?
Well,
That's
I
silly.
Mean, wait. Did I? You know, sometimes things come from memories, other memories, old memories, and I don't know where I got them.
If
And
that's
I
an
think
old
one-
memory,
Huh?
and you're gonna name something, probably pick a prettier name.
Well, what do you call it?
I don't call it anything. It is what it is.
Well, what is it?
Power.
Well, shouldn't you pick a prettier name than that?
I'm not naming it. I'm just telling you what it is.
Oh, okay.
That's not a
Alright.
name.
Do you
If you want a name, this is a fish, but its name is Soul.
Alright.
Name it fish. Not name.
It's at this point that you do hear some voices raising in volume and agitatedness closer towards the castle. Can't quite make out what they're saying, but there seems to be two male voices arguing.
Let's go figure that out.
Yeah, we should. Yes, we can keep talking about naming conventions of trees later.
Name the tree.
Before we take off, Odrun's
Ada
gonna-
half heard your conversation.
I know. Before we take off, Odrun's gonna kind of look and see if anybody else in the group is looking, and then they're just gonna kind of touch the tree and see if they feel anything. Just kind of look up at it.
It feels like a very sturdy tree to you.
Just kind of pat it. Good work. And then just.
Does they see the vines, or am I only the one seeing the vines moving around up there?
You're the only one who really looked for it. So-
Oh, okay,
Odrun
yeah.
has a passive perception of 10. We didn't see shit.
You're not perceptive. I'm not smart. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay.
As you get closer to the castle, which is up on this part of the map, you hear a voice saying, "Look, I've been trying to get in to see the Linya for a couple days now, and I really want to know if she knows anything about what might have happened to my crew. okay? Look, I'm just really worried about them, and look, can you just check with her just one more time? I know I asked her a bunch of times already, but, like, I've looked everywhere. They are not on the path. They're not, like, she says they're not in the dungeons. I just want to check. Maybe they're, like, invisible in the dungeons. I don't know. Have you checked, like,
Cole
Prawl.
just yells his
hey,
name.
everybody!
We'll raid her 1,000 graves to our rescue.
Remember, Dorothy isn't here, so.
Oh, thank God, and you're all right. Oh, I missed you all so much. And he, like, just squeezes you all one by one. I was so worried about you.
They just like,
okay.
Did you even realize Dorothy's missing? I hope he does.
You what?
He'll notice in a
I hope he
second.
realizes Dorothy isn't here.
That what's missing?
Northra.
Thing.
Oh, that
Northra
Northra's
stayed at
missing. Wait, where's Northra? Where? Is she okay?
She's okay.
Eagle.
She's back with Eagle.
Okay. And her wolf is okay? Great, fantastic. Lovely. Okay, oh, and who's our new friend here?
Gold.
Rolf, this is Scold. She helped us out, against the king.
She's here now.
Fantastic, lovely to meet you, Skald.
She's along for the ride as long as she
alright.
wishes to be.
Beautiful, the more the merrier. Well,
better
I'm
clothes, right?
very interested to find out where you all have been, get all caught up on everything. I feel like I found out some things here. I think the Lin y'all might want to have a little conversation with you all because I've kind of been a little bit of a nag past few days. So maybe we can at least let her know you're alive.
I think that's where we were headed anyways.
Fantastic. I will accompany you.
How is Gold reacting to the energy that is Rolf?
She says absolutely nothing. She just let you all make the introductions. She is kind of taking a step back. She's not 100% warmed up to him as far as like the hugging and touching goes. But she doesn't seem like hostile or anything at this point.
So we're
Did
in
she
the
accidentally get trapped in a hug?
No, he didn't try to like force a hug on her or anything. We're good. He doesn't know her well enough. He respects her boundaries.
Fair. That's fair. You know, he could have just been in the moment, and it would have been.
Rolf has a
an
lot of
interesting
emotional
interaction.
intelligence.
He does. He has more than the rest of us combined.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Alright, I turned off dynamic lighting for this, so hopefully you should be able to just like go to whatever part of the map you want to on this.
Sweet.
Ooh.
So
I like to feel anything shiny in the skin.
the war raiders that are guarding the castle do let you in. As soon as Rolf mentions that you all are the group that he was looking for. You get to the throne room, and on that same throne that you feel like you just saw like a day or two ago, but apparently it's been like a week, you see Athel's lounging proudly on the throne with her massive white wolf next to her, just looming over it, just towering. There are no dead bodies in here, which feels like almost a surprise because this room was like the guards were called snow cloaks because they wear white cloaks. It was a big mess in here the last time that you saw it, so you're almost a little bit shocked to see everything all clean and organized. It's now filled with war raiders that all seem to be clinking mead horns with each other, rather than like sipping Baindorf wine. The crater in the wall is still there.
Is the tapestry still there?
There is a tapestry there, yes.
Very nice.
Is there still a hole in the ceiling where that cage came down?
There's a hole, but there is no cage and no chain that it was dangling from either. So
I would
that
like to
seems to have
send a
been removed.
Karn up there.
Okay.
I want to see what was in that room.
A Karn reports that it was a hatch that led all the way to the roof.
He kept her on the roof?
Apparently.
He just, like, there's a
Or
cage
just on
just off
display
on
in
the
the
roof?
throne room. It's either roof or throne room, so.
Just the roof. Like,
Pig.
the cage falls over and rolls off the roof?
Yeah, it was a pretty
Ah.
big, heavy cage. It's not gonna do much rolling, but.
Can I just, like, leave and go punch the king again? That'd be nice. And there's,
We
like,
already
nothing on the
desecrated his
roof?
burial.
Would that we
Not
could.
enough. Okay, so there's nothing on the roof?
Nope. Had to check.
I was seeing if there's anything of skulls up there. Okay. Not on the roof. Alright. Cool. Cool. Not cool, but still.
Yeah. By the way, Athels, as she sees you, she's like, well, I gotta say, you all have guts to agree to an alliance with us, considering we tried to kill you a handful of weeks ago, and especially considering you killed my brother.
I am prepared to go invisible if needed. Alright.
Don't
Also,
worry,
there's
Pearl.
From?
Oh,
What
Pearl
brother?
blabbed everything.
Oh, that was your brother?
That
I didn't know you had a brother.
makes sense. Fuck.
Look, I
If it
can't
makes
blame
it-
you.
Slightly better, you did kill my grandfather, and I did assist you in doing that.
I don't think that's the
Yes.
same.
I, to be honest, I can't really fault you for your role in Gully's death. He was reluctant to go on that particular mission. We were only told that there was a mysterious tower and that we had to stop people from getting whatever was hidden within. So, for what was done to Hrolf's crew, we have apologized to Hrolf himself, and I extend that apology to you all as well. We have no quarrel with you, and we will not send our ships after you all specifically. Thank you for your help in getting us this fortress. This will, and by the way, it's Wolfpike now, not Rockpike anymore.
I like it.
Certainly a good opportunity to rebrand.
Branding's everything.
May I ask, who told you to stop the people going to Keckle?
Hell,
Oh,
or the dreams I share with my wolf, anyway.
Did she say what shouldn't be taken from the tower? Because there was nothing, like, super clearly, like, you know, on a pedestal, trapped, and, like, very obviously something that shouldn't be taken.
Like, looking over to Ada's like, don't tell her we got to the tower. We totally didn't get to the tower. That's what
That's
my
already
face
told
like.
her.
My face is just like.
I'm afraid I don't know. Gully was supposed to investigate after he had taken care of the threat, but obviously that didn't happen.
also, I might want to add that if anybody from your brother's crew comes back, they did not give him proper burial rites. They threw
That
him
is
in
true,
the
he
ocean,
did become
and he came
undead.
back as an undead sea wraith thing. So, you might want to have a word with them, because that was pretty damn dishonorable. They just left him for dead.
Takes a step back as we reveal upsetting news to the lady with the giant predator next to her. Hap's just like,
This may seem hard to believe, but they were actually respecting his wishes.
What?
Interesting.
Takes another step back away from crazy lady.
We're worshippers of Hell, the Lady of the Underworld. As her worshippers, we have the option of volunteering, so to speak. Hell needs fighters too, not just the Halls of the Slain, and Gully always was the ambitious type. It is said that Hell takes only the strongest warrior as her seneschal. So many of our clan aspire to such a role.
And you do that, they becoming undead.
The undead part is not necessarily a step that I was aware of, but certainly bypassing the rites to bring you to the Halls of the Slain.
Okay.
Forego Valkyrie, descend to the underworld.
Can I ask a question? If someone, whether they're a warrior or not, that doesn't worship Hell, if they die outside of battle, what happens to them?
Anyone who dies outside of battle is welcomed into the underworld, where Hell protects them, cares for them for eternity. It's said to be very peaceful and comfortable. She only wishes to end the suffering of those who don't have refuge elsewhere.
Sounds nice.
Certainly makes her quite the misunderstood goddess, that's for sure.
Well, those who represent the dead are often misunderstood.
Yes. Oh, let's see. Couple more things to clear up. Number one, I don't know if you realized yet, but you are clear of the blood oath that you swore. Terms of that have been fulfilled, so you are no longer under obligation to help us. Nor are we under obligation to help you. That being said, you are always welcome here. And we certainly appreciate your collaboration in this. There was one other thing. I'm sure you saw the decor in the trees on the way in.
Trees? How many dead bodies did we just walk past?
Well, before we had him hanged, we were able to get a bit more information about him and his plans. Apparently, Senric received help from a mysterious woman that he summoned from the trees. He had hoped to expand Baindor influence in the region, and this woman provided Ironwood from the Ironheart trees and planned to help him build a fleet strong enough to match the might of the raiders.
That's
Thankfully,
the fleet
that
we
never
saw.
happened.
I was gonna say, we did see a shipyard using a lot of ironwood.
And undead. That makes sense, unfortunately.
Thank you for that information. We appreciate it.
Of course. Now, this being my castle now, you all are welcome to stay here for the night. Is there anything else you will be needing while you stay here before you move on?
Since you've been here, have you come across any records, any rooms with any type of record keeping?
Right upstairs, and actually the adjoining room here, there's a good number of scrolls and ledgers and records that they kept. You're welcome to peruse them.
Thank you.
We are actually going to go ahead and take a break here because we are a little bit overdue for break time. So don't go anywhere. We will be back in about 8 minutes. See y'all in a few. And we are back. Let's get right back into it. So, you all got caught up with Athels, the leader of the war clan, in what is now Wolfpike Fortress. Cleared the air on a couple things, maybe eased some anxieties, and maybe increased others. We'll see. Skuld is still very much with you. Also, we had to say goodbye to Sky for the evening because she was having to Devil. Sorry, she was having technical difficulties. But we'll see her next time. So let's see. Ada, I believe you wanted to look at some of the record keeping. And just so I know, like, who's on standby, is there anything else that other people were wanting to do, like in the castle or in town?
Yeah, I'm basically waiting for everyone to chill before I sneak back over to the tree. I sneak back, I will accept Cole from that one. If Cole's the only one around, they can follow me. But in the meantime, I might wander around the city.
Odrin would either ask Hap for money to go shopping or would just take Hap shopping on the way to the tree.
I'm not going to the tree. What are you talking about? I'm not going to the tree.
If Ada needs help, Cole will offer it.
Do I even have money?
But he might not be much help.
If people are going shopping or rummaging for things, Ada would love a breastplate. Just something the whole party should know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have money, but we have money. That's
I just
the
assumed
thing.
Hap was keeping it.
I don't know why. I thought assumed a druid, the giant tree person, was carrying the heavy equipment versus the tiny squirrel.
I don't know. I assumed
Plot twist.
Hap would want the shiny things, but you know, that's fine.
I do, but gold is
Plot
boring
twist.
shiny.
Cole has had all the money the whole time.
That's fair. I would have given it to Cole if Cole wanted to carry
It's
it.
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Cole had it the whole time.
Cole's the captain.
It's true,
Yeah,
actually. That
obviously.
does make perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
But I do like the idea of Odrin and Hap thinking the other has it the whole time.
I'm just gonna gesture to my small body and be like, "You're such a mean person, Odrin. That much money is heavy."
I can never say anything right to you, can I?
Too easy,
Hrolf
man.
offers to go shopping with Odrun, and Skuld seems to want to stay with, I believe, Ada and Cull, on the quiet research side.
Wait, Cole's
Which-
gonna do research too?
He'll try.
With what may be the quietest group breakdown that we've had so far this campaign.
Yeah, Cole's gonna go with your best friend.
Okay. So let's start with the library crew. So you all pretty much stay in the castle. There's 2 rooms that have like a couple piles of like scrolls and books and ledgers and things. What in particular are you wanting to do?
Okay, so go to Cole. I know we started speaking in Vaindale. So basically, what I found out is that apparently my father is still alive. His name is Leofric, and definitely thought he was dead. Still processing that one. But he also said that there's a shrine to my mother wherever I grew up. I don't know where that is. So what I want to try to figure out is if we can find the name Leofric and then the name Althwin and see if it says where she was from. So I'm trying to figure out where that is. So we're just looking for those names.
Okay. Do we?
I feel like they would have marriage records here.
Do you want to look for your name too?
Oh, we might as well.
Do you,
Or
Did you know your full? You went Adela, or just
I knew
Ada?
that.
Do you still just Ada?
Ada's good. Ada's good.
Okay, so cool.
I was like,
turns away.
okay, thank you.
Both of you roll. This can be either investigation or history.
Can I use guidance?
Is there any way
Yes.
Cole could just help Ada and just give the help action?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then he will do that.
Lovely. You easily find everything you need. So first thing you find is a map that has several Baindor settlements listed, including this one, Rockpike. There's another one called Oakden, like the word oak and then D-O-N. Looks like it's somewhere at the south end of the western stretch of the Serpent Sea. You find a royal family tree, and you see it all written very, very clinically. You see a line of kings and queens, that all have like very pretentious sounding names, like, Regulus the First and blah 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 blah, like down to like Senric and Cedric and like Senric son of Cedric, like son of whoever, son of Regulus, blah blah blah. And leading down you see Leofric attached to Alphon Kerwick, and beneath that you see let me make sure I get all these right. Agatha Kerwick deceased, Aston Kerwick deceased, Adela Kerwick deceased.
How big is this piece of paper?
So it's this one is probably like big poster size, like
Yeah.
like about 3 feet tall.
Not actually a tapestry folded up in a corner.
I'll just copy kind of the last like couple generations just into one of my books for like my own knowledge.
You do see with that insane investigation check, there are some markings on the map and in the ledgers that do indicate that Leofric's latest place of residence is Oakden, and that the shrine for his deceased wife is nearby there. You find a point on the map that lines up with that.
Okay.
Let me see if there's anything else you find from that. I'm gonna give y'all like a free additional investigation check for looting. That you realize that the war the war clan have not completely like, stripped the place down yet. So.
Same setup as last time.
Yes. Okay. Let me make sure I get this right. Let's see. Do I have the command for this one?
I just want to know if Cole is wearing the ring.
No. Not because he doesn't know if it's magic or not. He just felt like it'd be rude to Ada.
Yeah, you find a small chest that was kind of tucked away beneath a big, messy pile of scrolls. And the chest has plenty of valuables in it. You find 12 gemstones, a potion of greater healing, and a bunch of coins that add up to 530 gold.
Nice. While we're doing our quiet research time, can I also do a ritual identify on that ring?
Yes. Give me one sec. So you cast Identify. So this is a ring of mind shielding.
That's my
it is
spells didn't work on him.
It's an uncommon item. It requires attunement. While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. So I guess I shouldn't have let Heartsight work on King Senric. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible, until you remove the ring, or until you die.
Cool.
And I believe this detail would also be revealed about it. Because there's an extra little feature that's technically not a curse. You, through the magic of Identify, you intuit, if you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it, unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife. It's your choice. As long as your soul is in the ring, you can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it, and a wearer cannot prevent this telepathic communication.
Oh, so you could be annoying forever, is what I just
Basically,
heard.
yes.
Okay.
Is he in the ring?
I don't know. Is he in the ring? Do we have to put it on to find out?
Is that something you could tell from Identify?
I don't know.
It's like spells currently affecting it. What did we say earlier?
Spells currently affecting it. Let me find my thing again. Learn its properties and how to use them. Any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If you instead touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Does Ada look like she particularly wants to put the ring on?
Oh, Ada just wants to know things, so she definitely wants to know if there's a person in this ring.
I'm gonna say the spell doesn't tell you.
Cole just
Oh, is it
looks
really?
at her and goes, "Do you want me to do it?"
I kinda wanna do it. Is that okay?
It's your dead grandfather's ring.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on.
Okay.
It has attunement though, so it'll take a second.
Yeah, it won't come into effect right away, but pretty much after a short rest, which you can probably easily get while you're like taking a break on research. Like, you know, eat some sandwiches for lunch. So, Skuld also has been like sort of giving off the appearance of helping, I guess. Like she's been picking up scrolls and like looking at them, but she just kind of like is a little bit careless with stuff. Sometimes she like tosses it over her shoulder, and she just like seems very disinterested in the whole process. So meanwhile, let's go over to Hap. So you wanted to go back to the tree.
Not yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
waiting until it's either just me and Cole, and there's not like people around. I'm a little shy about trying to talk to the tree in front of people, so I'm biding my time. So I'm just wandering the city.
So, from when you passed it earlier, it looked like people were already giving it a pretty wide berth.
Okay, when I
like
meant
the
people,
whole
I meant
time-
like Odrune right here.
Odrune's shopping.
Is Odrune still with you? Yeah,
No,
Odrune's shopping. She
Odrune's
left.
shopping. Odrune is
Wait,
looking for healing potions
hold
for our
up.
party.
Hold up, Odrune just left me? Really?
You seem to want to be left alone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to stand here and watch you while you talk to the tree?
I didn't tell you I'm talking to a tree. Who said I'm talking to a tree? I didn't
We
say
all know
that.
you're gonna go talk to the tree.
You know I can talk to trees.
Hap, go have fun with your tree. Rolf and I are going shopping. We're gonna get potions. I'm looking for a breastplate for Ada. Do you want me to look for
Why does this
anything
feel
for
like
you?
a trap? This feels like a trap. Is this a trap?
Oh my god.
This feels like a trap.
Palter fucking help me. Send that damn squirrel away to her tree. And get her to stop chittering at me.
I would like to insult a druid
Chittering.
in squirrel language, please. Just
Oh,
one
so
of
more
chittering
chittering?
sounds. Yeah,
More chittering.
but very yeah, that's chittering.
Yep, more
Odrin's just
chittering.
gonna turn and grab Rolf and walk away while you're chittering.
Oh, okay, all right, here we go.
I am unsupervised. I would like to point out to everyone, just for the record, if anybody ever watches video later, me being left unsupervised with no one chasing after me is not common. It's not a common occurrence. I'm not usually left unsupervised intentionally.
Good thing we're not
We're
in
in a
enemy
set
territory anymore.
place.
Yeah, we're not
This
in
is still
enemy
enemy.
territory.
You're not running off into the snow.
I would like to point out that Hap still considers this enemy territory. There are wolves around here.
Well, if you're scared, I can stay.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. I just
But for
think it'd
real,
be weird.
is there anything you want me to look for? I don't want you chittering at me that I didn't look for something for you.
Do you think this fish needs food?
Well, it's spectral.
I'm gonna tap
so
the orb. Does the fish do anything?
It's spectral, so I kind of doubt anything I could buy at a marketplace would work for it.
Does the fish do anything when I tap on the orb?
No, it maintains its pattern.
Okay. Maybe I need to get another fish. No, it's fine.
All right. Have a good field trip.
Okay, you are alone with the tree and a dead body.
Has the vine done anything to the dead body?
You take a look at it and it looks like it's winding its way closer.
Man, Rune is very unperceptive. I'm just like looking at a vine, like, yeah, okay.
So, to be fair though, the rope is literally twisted in a spiral, and the vine is going down along the groove of that spiral. So, like,
we stared
it's
at
not
that dead body
entirely-
for a very long time. Alright. Okay. I am gonna slowly climb the tree, keeping an eye for any hostile movement from the vines.
Okay.
Kind of feeling out this tree. It's like, hello. I'm gonna climb this tree now. It's like, I'm not an enemy. Don't hit me with your vines. I'm just a very powerful tree. I'm not actually speaking to the tree quite yet, but I'm just like, that's the vibe I'm giving.
Understood. I was gonna ask, like, are you casting anything yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm just like sending out vibes at the moment. Just being like, I just
Okay.
like to go into your branches, please, and not.
Okay.
No
The
hostility.
tree, the leaves like flutter a little bit in the breeze.
That's nice. Okay, good vibes. Is a Karn doing anything in reaction? Because apparently a Karn is an independent liar now.
Wonder who you heard that
A Karn.
I don't know. No idea.
A Karn is just perched on your shoulder at this point.
Okay. Alright. Once I'm in the branches, like not as exposed, I will take a moment to try to commune, aka speak with my tree friend here. I want to speak to this tree.
And we're using that custom speak with
Yeah.
trees spell that you and I came up with. Okay. Just making sure.
My latest invocation now.
What does it look like when you cast it?
So, trees don't have vocal cords or anything like that. It's a lot of movement and creaking and sound. So when I cast it, it's just gonna sound like a breeze will almost pick up, and like a very weak kind of creaking sound in the breeze will probably be the sign that I'm casting it. Yeah, kind of like that. A lot of my spells sound like that, to be fair. But yeah, so a lot of what I say to the tree is probably gonna sound either creaky or like humming to reflect these non-vocal cord sentient being to me.
What do you
Yes.
say?
Well, I'm gonna start off very politely by greeting the tree as a I'm gonna refer to myself as a friend of the trees and greet the tree and give the tree my name. I am Hap. I am a friend of the trees. It is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, little
Oh,
witch.
shit. Wait, what did the tree call me? Wait, say that again?
Nice to meet you, little witch.
That's weird. Okay.
Oh, Jay's frozen.
Oh,
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Jay is
Jay!
frozen.
This will get awkward.
Jeez, I say hi to you, and then you don't respond. How rude.
Come on, talk to me. I'm bored. Haven't had a conversation in a millennium. Oh my gosh, I'm so bored. I can't get over this.
You know, I
10,000
feel like
years
they
would give
should
you
have
such a
some
crick
sort
in
of
the neck.
like a Boston accent or something. You know, hey.
This is wicked hard.
You packed the cat.
Anyway, I'm gonna pause that for a little bit.
Yeah. We could do the shopping
Okay.
while we're waiting for.
Yeah, while we wait for Jay to. Yeah, we'll leave that on a cliffhanger. Oh, we got you back. Yay.
Oh, good.
I don't know what's going on. There is no
Okay.
hurricane right now, and yet.
Happens.
All right. All right.
Oh,
So yeah, it replied to your greeting.
yeah. I want to question all of this later. That's weird. Okay, so I don't know where I cut off, but what I was going to try to say is it is rare to find one such as you in a place such as this, indicating the very civilized, people-filled city. How did this come to be?
The Witch King planted me.
Mm-hmm. And you were left in peace?
Yes.
Hmm.
Witch King was Baindor.
Baindor Witch? When was this?
Moons upon moons upon moons.
Was this before this man was here? Hap is specifically recalling that this person supposedly summoned a witch.
Yes.
Interesting.
First Witch King planted me.
And who was this witch? Were they also a friend to the trees such as I? Or something else?
Witch King made forests grow strong.
Okay. Oh. And where is the Witch King now? Did they not come back to visit you?
Ironwood. With my kin.
Do you know my kin?
You get silence. It seems like it's not sure what you mean by that.
I will take out the heart seed that I have and place it on the tree so that it might, I don't know, I'm hoping the tree can like understand what I am attempting to show an eyeless being.
Yes. Friend of trees. Witch.
Why is your tree alone? Where is your forest?
Far. But close.
Yeah, that tracks. Is your forest where the Witch King is?
We have many forests.
And what do you want here?
Growth. To spread.
And with the king? Once again, indicating this body that's just like hanging there.
Sustenance.
The last thing I'm going to ask this tree before I leave it in peace for the moment is about the cut down tree that we passed on the way here. Do you know what happened to your nearby kin? Why was it cut down?
Many kin cut down everywhere.
But the ones by the ships? What happened?
I don't know. I did not see it. Only that they are now gone.
Thank you, my friend. I will keep you in confidence.
Be well,
And
friend of the trees.
so I'll sit with the tree for a little bit, but I will not. I will let the spell last as long as the spell naturally lasts, but I will not further engage with the tree at the moment as I take in what is going on. So I don't know if the tree's chatty, they could talk to me, but.
Nope, seems quiet.
I want to stick with the tree for a moment as I contemplate.
Alright. Let's see. Meanwhile, on the shopping trip. Alright, so Ada was looking for some breastplate, and I hope we can find a little trinket or something for Hap. Maybe something for her tail, at least.
She would appreciate that if we found something kind of shiny or I don't know.
shiny, yes, absolutely.
But, yeah.
Ooh, shiny and jingly. Now
I'm not sure if
there's
she'd want that though. I feel like it might hamper her like sneaky, you know?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. That's clever. Anyway, and I think you were wanting to look for some potions. Let's see what they got. Looks like there might be some slim pickings here.
I was worried about that. Alright, well let's see what we got.
So yeah, you do see a few merchant stalls, some farmers that have some produce, very small in size and quantity of produce. There's people with like some basic supplies. You don't see anybody selling weapons or armor. There's one that looks like they might sell like small trinkets, but that's about it.
Alright, well first we'll check out the trinket place. Maybe they can point us to somebody who has who might do potions or something.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh, I'm middle of the road.
You find a little wooden charm, that's meant to go on like a necklace or a bracelet. It's carved in the shape of, an iron heart leaf. It's very polished and shiny kind of, it's not made of iron heart wood, but it is made of some kind of like very ashy gray kind of wood. So it's as close as they can get to replicating it.
Well, this is cute. How much for this one?
3 copper.
Alright, done.
Let's see. You do also see, you don't find any information about, anybody selling magic items, but you do find, somebody selling, herbs and ingredients.
Okay.
So this is where we're gonna bring up that crafting mechanic from the 2024 rules. Because I believe you have an herbalism kit.
Yeah.
Um,
I have the herbalism
so-
kit proficiency.
So yeah, you do find the ingredients that you need for sale. For both for antitoxin and for a potion of healing.
Cool. Can I get enough for... Let's probably go with 3 healing potions and 1 antitoxin.
Okay, that's 75 gold. And I believe that's another 25.
Yeah,
So I think that's
the whole thing is
100 gold altogether.
I can't actually access our shared treasure thing
Yes.
without messing up the stream, so if somebody wouldn't mind, check.
I mean, I'm doing that now. Yeah,
thank you.
I'm gonna assume you're not gonna go over like the 500 we have before they give us the other 500 from the library. So
No.
they already added those
No.
together. Yeah,
I was
we still
gonna
had
go with that, and
Yes.
then
we had about 400 gold left, unless you want to take any of the other precious stones and things that we had gotten prior.
I would also actually let's do. You said the healer's kit can do what 10 uses of spare the dying?
The med kit can.
The med kit. I don't see med kit on here. I just see healer's
whatever
kit.
it is. Oh yeah, healer's kit. Yeah, so healer's kit is basically like 10 free uses of spare the dying without like using a cantrip for it.
Okay, cool. So I'll get enough
So
of
I think
that
Ada
too.
has one of those. Cool.
And that's like 2.5 gold pieces it says. So
Yeah. It's like super cheap.
102.5 gold pieces, please.
Well, 0.5 is like 50 silver.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's easier just to like look at it in terms of like dollars and cents. Like
So
don't
much easier.
keep track of like this many copper coins and this many silver coins. Like just it's dollars and cents. It all adds up. Like you can make change. Change is a thing.
No, we hate change. Change is bad.
Hrolf is like, wow, I didn't know you can actually make these potions. That is brand new information for me. That is such a cool thing that you can do now.
You know what? It's just a little.
You've been able to do this the whole time?
I've got a few memories that are bleeding through lately. Yeah, earlier today I called one of Hab's spells something that I didn't even know I knew the name of. So I guess I don't know.
That's name.
Rolf, I've got a lot of ancestors rattling around in my brain. I'm not entirely sure.
All good. That's all fine. The only voice I got rattling around in my head is me mother's.
What does she tell you?
Go clean your room. It's like a pigsty in here.
Well,
Real
you
hard,
don't even have to
Rolf.
worry about that now. You just have a ship. You don't even have a room at the moment.
Well, anywhere I plant myself, it always seems to end up a pigsty.
Well, that's what you have the rest of us for.
That I do. Alright, anything else we need while we're out?
Well,
I think we have enough rations for everyone. We got some basic, like, candles and winter wear and all that.
Nobody's selling any armor or anything, so unfortunately we're fresh out of that. But we can check the next place we go. They're looking for information on Ada's family, so we probably don't need to ask anyone here. I mean...
No, if they weren't from this settlement, the locals probably don't know much.
Yeah, probably not.
They're also
wish I could come up
probably...
with something somewhat helpful information, but you know, I guess healing potions are helpful.
Yep, I'm good. I'm done.
Alright, so we'll go back to the castle and I'll put together the potions and the antitoxin and the healer's kit.
Amazing. Alright, so you all are able to rest basically inside the castle for the night. So it's shockingly toasty warm with access to an inside fire. Is there anything else you do as you're like settling down for the evening or before you get your long rest?
Drun's gonna sit down with her journal and kind of draw the house, the spooky ooky house. You know, she's not the best artist, but they can at least give a representation and kind of put it in the journal and describe kind of what they saw in there and mention the matron and just kind of musing a little bit on how the matron and Siobhan might be connected.
Siobhan ended up staying back at the ship, by the way. I don't know if I established that. Like, she did not want to go anywhere. She
Don't
seemed
blame
to
her.
have been ready for a break from adventuring for a bit. Skuld seems to be polishing the sword that clearly does not need polishing because it's a magic sword that y'all gave her somehow. But she seems to be like cleaning it and polishing it. She also seems to have found herself a tunic and some pants, and some like a cloak and some winter wear that she seems to have scrounged up from somewhere. So she looks pretty well put together at this point.
Odrun would sneak over to Cull and just kind of drop the little charm in Cull's hand and say, I think Hap would appreciate this gift a bit more from you than she would from me.
Well, you should give it. You got it. It was your idea. You should give it to Hap. You should give it to Hap.
I feel like she'd throw it in my face for some reason. She's been a bit sassy to me today.
That's Hap. she appreciate it. I think she appreciate. I think she appreciate.
All
I
right.
mean, I don't.
All right. So Odrin will take the little charm over to Hap and say, "Well, it's not Ironwood, but I did find this, and Rolf and I were thinking it might look mighty fine in that tail of yours." And give her the little charm. If you want it.
Hap's gonna take it and be like, well, you definitely have some taste in terms of the leaf shape. I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna scratch it a little bit, I'm gonna bite it. Thea, what kind of wood is it?
It is not Ironheart tree.
Oh, I know. We're talking oak, ash wood, redwood.
I guess ash,
Pine.
whichever one's grayest. I don't know woods.
I think this was from a good tree. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting it in my braids. Yes. Imagine like the people do with the gold coins. That's what I'm doing with this. It's like, yes, this was a good piece of wood. Thank you. Prior to me coming back to the keep, though, quick question: is like the little forest that was around the Ironwood tree, is that completely burned away, leaving only the Ironwood tree? Or are there still like trees around the Ironwood tree?
There were a handful of trees that were still in the vicinity. It looked like it didn't spread to the entire grove, but a whole section of it looked like it had been cleared.
If any place that still kind of has like some trees or stuff in it, I'm just gonna kind of go over there and kind of be with those trees too for a bit. I'm not gonna talk to them. I'm just gonna kind of be with those trees for a bit before coming back to the keep and trying to steal random trinkets off shelves around the keep. But yeah, talk to the tree, hang on a tree for a little bit, hang out with the non-magical trees around it for a bit, come back to the keep, attempt to steal random shit as Cole reads a book very boringly in front of me.
Understood.
Oh, no longer books, but
it snowed while you were out, so you come
Is that
back
a picture book, Cole?
very wet and cold. Yeah,
what? My squirrel furs. I just shake it off. It's fine. I just kind of squish my tail a bunch, brushing all the things.
You make a whole mess of the entry hallway.
It's fine.
Yeah, you find I don't know, more bottles of Baindor wine in the kitchens. You find a nice bag of nuts in the pantries. Yep.
Yeah, I want to go have a Karn spy on Crazy Wolf Lady for a bit while I'm eating these nuts and commenting on Cole's pretty picture book that I'm sure they're reading up.
It's not reading anymore. They finished.
Well, where are you guys now?
Just hanging.
Hanging where? In the library?
I assume there's like a sitting room.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah, y'all are kind of like camped out on bedrolls in like the library where there's like a hearth fire going.
I would say I know Hap already checked if she kept her item, but I assume but Cole's gonna check anyway that the whistle is there.
The whistle is there, yes.
Yes, the whistle I know absolutely nothing about.
Nothing. He kind of fiddles with it in his pocket for a second. He's like, okay. And then he like walks over to Ada and he just like sits down very abruptly. And awkward silence for like 10 seconds. And then he's like, how are you doing?
That's a very good question. Thank you for helping me today, by the way. No. It's like I feel stuck between thinking about like everything that just happened and then thinking about all of the bigger things. Like, I have never really been able to get over that I couldn't give my family a burial. But then, what Athel said actually helped today. But then, Senric, who just so smugly admitted that he arranged the death of an entire family, he's gone and I don't feel anything. It didn't help.
It's okay not to feel anything. You wanna find your father?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I think there are other people I want to find first. But I think we need to get Siobhan to the Seers before that.
Good time.
Real quick, did either of you put on the ring of mind shielding?
I did.
And you've definitely had a short rest.
That was perfect timing with the music.
Completely unintentional.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the middle of your conversation. Well now, Adela, this is quite a surprise.
Oh, he's here.
Oh my god.
He's in my head.
Do you want to take it off?
Oh, but it's so cool. I don't want to get rid of it, but he's in my head.
I'm getting mixed signals, Ada.
I don't know. Don't know anything anymore.
Let's,
Do I have to talk out loud to respond to him, or can I, like, respond to him in my head? Okay. Did you choose to be trapped here?
I opted out of the afterlife. For now.
Why?
I was curious.
That actually weirdly makes sense. Okay. So it's just gonna be a thing now.
I suppose so. I am the little voice in your head. Like a little Valkyrie on your shoulder.
Ugh. Disgusting. It's getting crowded in here.
Does Ada look okay?
Roll insight.
I really need, like, weird, mysterious voice and Cedric's voice just to be arguing. Right in the background.
Ooh,
17.
Oh, that was good.
good.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't look happy about it. Like, grossed out but fascinated, I guess.
Yeah. It's like I think that the reason Ada didn't immediately, like, take it off is because it's like she suddenly has this insight that she never thought she would have into this person. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's really weird.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
No judgment. Can you handle your dead grandfather, who is a terrible, terrible, awful, horrible guy, and I'm glad that he's dead? Can you handle that in your head?
That's a good
Well, I hate you
question.
too. Thank you.
I didn't hear
For
that.
now, For now. He doesn't like you, but that's okay. I don't think we like him, so.
He rots in whatever stupid little ring that is.
Yeah, he's just like, he just kind of trapped himself. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, really pathetic of him. Like his
It's
life.
actually quite comfortable.
Cole, can I ask you something?
Sure. I'm not much help with the magic rings, but
Oh, no, I'm ignoring that now. How are you doing? You joined this crew to go to a tower, and now we're here.
fine. Why wouldn't I be?
Ada subtly glances down at his hand. That is now a prosthetic.
Blank expression.
That was not a month ago. Okay. Well, I
You're free to roll inside if you want.
I don't feel like I need to.
Yeah.
Well, I really don't like talking. If you ever want to talk, we can. Not right now. You can think on it.
Cole, you notice that you have a annoyingly low tolerance for keeping the prosthetic on. It's like a really tight boot that you just want off, like, as much as you possibly can. And if it weren't for the fact that you need to be able to, like, hold weapons and shields and, like, be able to shoot things, you would probably just keep it off all the time. It's just so cumbersome. And it's only at this point where you kind of notice the days accumulating where, like, it's just this perpetual annoyance and irritation on your arm.
I think he just kind of like sighs and kind of like glances at Ada a little bit, and he just kind of like rolls up his sleeve just a tad. He's like, "Can I just?" And he kind of like fumbles with it a little bit because he's getting frustrated, and he's just like, "Can you help me get this off?"
Yeah. Help do the thing.
And I think once he gets it off, he just kind of like puffs a little, and he just turns to Ada and doesn't really make eye contact, but I think he just goes, "Just tired.
Yeah.
Much worse things that could happen."
Well, you don't always have to be the strong one. You're allowed to rest too.
Try and keep that in mind.
Easier said than done. Story
as you all
over.
are kind of just real quick, as you all are kind of relaxing, Skuld is keeping her armor on right now. She's kind of sitting very stiffly, leaning against one of the bookshelves. She's still polishing the sword, even though it didn't need it in the first place, and it's been like 20-30 minutes at least since she started.
Skuld, are you a person that needs to rest? Asking because, like, some of the people in our party actually don't. So it feels like a fair question.
Mm-hmm.
Justification.
Would you feel better resting if we kept a watch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can do that.
I'll do an alarm spell as well, just because Ada finds it comforting. Feels safe.
You get that 20-foot area
Yep,
around you with that
yep.
perimeter set up.
Or at least the door.
Yeah, good thinking. She's looking curiously at Odrune, like, you're gonna keep watch by yourself, like that kind of look. She doesn't say it out loud, but like you.
I don't have to sleep. We never met a wicker before.
Roll insight really quick. She hadn't pegged you for a wicker yet. She thought you were an elf. She failed the investigation check on that.
I would have myself.
And so at that point she just kind of like, oh.
Sorry. I forget that I don't. Sometimes I forget that people around me don't know.
She's kind of nods like, we're cool.
Can I ask you a quick question? We heard stories from a long ways away that somehow there was a Valkyrie here. Are you a Valkyrie? Or are you just a really great warrior?
I'm no Valkyrie.
May I roll insight, please, knowing that I got Celestial from Scold?
Roll with advantage.
I was gonna say, can
Wait.
I roll insight again, or is it still on my same insight thing?
I mean, I would want to roll insight. I'm trying to remember what I got from a Karn. What did I get from a Karn? Oh, shit.
Yeah, surface knowledge, you all can tell she is very closed off at this point. Her body language just kind of like folded in on itself. Let's see, Ada, 20 insight.
You can choose to use that if you want. Oh, look, I just got one.
Yeah, with the 20, I have to give it to you like this. She's saying, I'm no Valkyrie, in the way that somebody says, I'm no hero.
Oh.
She's saying it like a title.
Well, no matter what you are, you fought well. And you are the reason we're still here. One of the reasons, at least. Thank you.
She just nods. She
I
like
mean, I can't speak
rolls
for,
her shoulders a little bit.
I can't speak for everybody here, but I know at least for my part, I say you're welcome with us as long as you want to be. However long you want.
She just shrugs.
You don't have to
And then
commit
the
to any
motion
time.
kind of like,
Just letting you know.
yeah, she shrugs, and then that kind of triggers like a little bit more fidgeting as she like rolls her shoulders again, and her leather armor just kind of tenses a little bit more. But yeah, she just looks very uncomfortable in the armor right now, but she isn't taking it off.
If you want to, you don't have to keep all that armor on. None of us will attack you, and Ada's got her spell up, and I've got my, non-sleepiness. So if you're not comfortable in it, you're welcome to, remove whatever you need.
She goes to talk, but she keeps closing her mouth, like she's rethinking it. Roll persuasion with advantage.
Oh jeez. Udrun's not feeling very persuasive tonight, I guess.
Yeah, she starts taking off the leather bracers, and then the pauldrons, and then the chest plate, till she's just in a regular tunic. As she's sliding the armor off of her, she's kind of pushed herself into a little corner, but as she pulls off the chest plate, her shirt rides up a little bit, and anybody looking at her gets a glimpse of 2 scars running down her shoulder blades. I think you're on mute. I don't know if you were trying to...
I was just mumbling to myself.
But she does look more comfortable. The clothes she found, they don't seem to be exactly tailor-made for her by any means. They're a little bit looser. She actually looks very slight. Bird-like is what comes to your mind. So slight but not in a frail way, in a powerful, could lift off the ground kind of way. But she does seem more comfortable as she settles into a bedroll close to the fire.
I have a question.
And then she looks up to make sure Odrun is keeping watch. And then she settles back down. Yes.
Can I, in that moment of realization, can I think to the mean little man in my head, what the fuck, Senric? Did you cut off her wings?
I did nothing. She had those scars when I acquired her.
Don't acquire people.
Well, I can't really acquire anybody now. Just you.
Tiny little ring.
I feel gross playing him.
Could crush that ring so easy.
It's interesting though.
I'm in the background just perusing these books. Are they books that look like they're about trees?
No, they are about lineages and genealogy, and there's one map that doesn't give any indication of where trees are. It just talks about where cities are, which is usually where trees are not.
They could have forests marked on there. This is the forest where you get wood, and this is the forest that you don't know where you die.
Parks,
There's
Nope,
forest on
zero
trees.
forests marked on the map. It is just about cities and water trade routes.
I would like to point out that family trees is a weird version of a tree, but there's a tree on that. Just saying. You can't escape trees that easily. Don't do that. Can't escape trees. Okay.
Finally
Is there
got that
anything that
refreshing.
looks really interesting, but in a language I don't understand?
There's a lot of stuff in Baindur.
Oh.
could read it if I wanted to. Just saying. But nothing that looks like interesting. Any like pictures of giant wolves or death goddesses or witches and nothing interesting. Like, this is a shitty library. I need to go to a different section. Is there like another part of this library we're missing here? Like, I'm sure your family story is great, but like,
roll investigation.
I'm just kind of perusing.
I'm just looking at the map. Are those toilets?
They are.
I think so.
They
Yes.
look like
I didn't know we had
toilets with
plumbing.
sinks outside of them.
Yep. Yeah, they have like a
Good
full
plumbing.
indoor bathroom here. It's like wild technology.
Crazy.
Cool.
Yep.
I love how you noticed that. I've been staring at a dead body this whole time.
Wait, did you not come back in? Like, I thought you were in the library.
I'm on the map where everyone is staring at the throne room, and there's been a dead body in here this
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time,
There
and I
was
whoops,
keep
I
thinking,
missed one. I'm sorry.
I just keep thinking,
I
is
thought
that
I
the
got
dead
all
body I couldn't see last time? Is like all I'm thinking. I was like, is
You know
that
what it
the
is?
one?
It's because I moved all of them. It's because I moved all of them to the GM layer, and so like I couldn't tell that there was one still sitting there for you all to see. So, yep. Okay.
Yeah,
it's
just like,
gone
you
now.
know, that was somebody that the wearer really didn't like, and there's like, alright, you know. Yeah, no. What were we talking about?
Let's see. With
I got
you were
11.
investigating the library for something more interesting. You do find one old decrepit journal. Did you cast comprehend languages or anything like that?
Not until I find something worth casting it on is kind of what I'm looking for. Like, is it worth it? Is there anything
Ada
interesting?
can also read Bander.
Me?
You want her to? No,
Ada.
I can if you want someone to translate.
You are currently going through a very difficult time with a lot of things happening in that corner over there. The last thing I would be is like, I would like you to read this random book just for funsies. You know, not doubting your ability. I'm just saying, if I instead checked Ada right now, would you be like in a weird, shocked state of some variety? That's my current assumption.
Conflicted.
Anyway, I'm just gonna assume
Conflicted.
that you are a whole internal mess. Whether it's true or not, that's what I'm assuming. Like, yeah. I am noticing how cozy you and Cole are, though. Like, things are happening over there.
Yeah, with the 11 investigation, you do find one thing that says something along the lines of Hexenkönig.
Cool. I will do the ritual for comprehend languages. And then I'm gonna go just kind of sit near Skuld, and with those random bottles of Baindor wine, I'm just gonna put one next to her, one next to me, have my tail over my lap as I attempt to read this book.
Cool. Yeah,
Here's some
it says
wine
Witch
for you.
King.
Yay! I'm gonna be over here. I should have told the tree I don't have a king. What?
Yeah, it basically is a journal's account. You're not sure who wrote this particular journal. Looks like probably some relative or noble. But it says something about how a Baindor king summoned witches with ritual sacrifice, like by killing human beings and offering it up to the Ironheart trees. And the witches came and bestowed upon him powers untold.
Oh, I'm having a weird flashback to literally the conversation I was just having with Odrune, which is basically like, yeah, people are weird. They want power. Is it the tree's fault? I don't know. Yeah, people and their weirdness. Okay, cool. All right. I'm just gonna keep this book with me. Is it in Bandor? Like it's in Bandor?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna put the book like in my tail fur as I read it, hoping Ada does not see the title from across the room here. Just gonna put the cover of the book, my tail's like over it, you know. I'm just in the corner with Scold, with wine, and a book. It's all good. It's all good.
She's not interested in the wine right now.
It's fine. It's there. I'm ignoring her otherwise.
Yeah. She ignores you. The wine is extremely fruity. It is very sweet, very tart. Definitely not like most Raider ales, or any of the stronger drinks people have. So
If I had a
but
pinky,
you
you'd
all...
be up as I drink it.
Exactly. It really feels like a pinky up kind of drink.
Anyway, I don't have one. You know.
Yep. And you all get your long rest, warmer and more comfortable than you've been in a while. And that, I guess, is where we're gonna end the session.
Like the most peaceful ending we've had ever.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, how did... I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest, in myself.
Oh,
I feel
no.
like I could have thrown like a
Okay.
beholder or like a mimic or something in the library. I
did
could
it,
have done
guys.
something.
No, it's
We
fine.
Oh
did
well,
it.
maybe next time.
We've won the
No,
Maybe
game.
a mimic
no.
next time.
We win D&D.
All right, thanks for playing. All right. So if you missed any of this, or if you want to get caught up on previous episodes, check this out on YouTube. I do not do this enough, but I do want to thank Nick for always doing the porting the episodes over to YouTube. We appreciate them so much for making all that work happen so that I don't have to do it. But all our previous VODs are up on YouTube. New episodes are on Twitch, 8 p.m. Eastern every Thursday night. Both accounts are for YouTube and Twitch are KJ_Potiff. And if I ever post anything on TikTok, you would think during a hurricane I would have caught up, like maybe found 5 minutes to like film myself doing a little something, like explaining something about the new rules or something D&D related. Nope, I just like sat around and waited for my AC to come back. So maybe another time. We will see y'all. Yeah, we will see y'all next week. Have a good one. Stay safe, everybody. Skål.